Hello, Dennis here from the Sales Specialist team at HubSpot. And today I wanted to record this video to explain you how you can test the 28 days free access for Customer Agent. Only thing to take into account is that if you have already used it, you will not have the ability to test this 28 days free access to HubSpot Customer Agent. So basically an AI agent that's going to help you solve your tickets automatically. It's going to help you generate leads, inbound leads through your chat, or it's going to help you complete actions like, for example, checking what is the status of your e-commerce shipping, for example. And how this is going to work is basically what you're going to do is you're going to connect, first of all, you're going to train your agent, and then you're going to connect it to a channel. So the most simple channel to connect this to you is maybe to a chat or to an email. Let's say you have a support email like support@hubspot.com. So you can connect that channel to the agent. So let's say whoever has a question about, let's say, I cannot log in, maybe the agent is going to go automatically and share the resources or share the steps with your customer to how to complete that action and solve their query. So let's go ahead and set up our agent before connecting it to a channel. So as you can see, basically, it's going to provide brand replies. So it's going to use our brand voice. It's going to be omnichannel, so we can connect it to email, we can connect it to chat, we can connect it to WhatsApp, and then we're going to get a 28-day free trial to ensure that, first of all, it works as we expect. Also that we have time to fine tune it, so we can prepare it, we can test it, we can fine tune it before kind of starting to pay for it. And then we can also start measuring return of investment before, let's say, committing to buying these credits that it works. So let's go here, set up your agent. Let's give it a quick name. So I'm just going to call it Hubby, for example. It's going to be, we could use a brand voice, but just to keep it simple, we're going to maybe keep it friendly or professional in this case, because it's going to be dealing with customer queries. So I want it to be professional. We're going to go next. Now it's going to ask us, what content is it going to learn from? So for example, do you have a website in HubSpot? Maybe you got a blog, or maybe you have landing pages. You can learn automatically from it. Or maybe you want to add files. So perhaps you have a document with your historic tickets that have been grouped in a document, or maybe you have a document that stores your common company FAQs. So you could add that file directly here by clicking upload, and that could learn directly from it. Then, if you do not have that, you can always give it your website. So for example, let's say I wanted to track the HubSpot website. So let's go here, HubSpot.com. This is going to take some time because our website is huge, but I could click here and it's going to learn 5,000 URLs. So I could click here, create agent. And now basically this agent, here we can check an overview of what it's doing, but here in manage, we're going to see a summary. So first of all, we're going to see the identity. So we called it Hubby. If we wanted, we could give it a name. We can even go a step forward and decide how we wanted to communicate. So what tone we wanted to have, how do we want it to reply? So maybe let's use this kind of concise style. For example, how do we want it, let's say, to greet people? So my recommendation is that in order to set it up, go step by step, just go by order. Identity, what guidelines they want to give it for communication. Then, for example, training. So what sources is it going to learn from? So we saw the landing page, the URL that I just added. Then any CRM data. Do we want it to have access to information about our contacts? Actions. For example, do we want it to be able to qualify leads, or maybe do we want it to do specific actions? But to keep it simple, for this first test, I'd recommend you just to train it based on your content sources. Then provided clear guidelines on how to communicate, and then just continue through here to channel settings. So is it going to ask for the email? Yes or not? Then how is it going to behave if we connect an email? So is it going to reply only to the sender, to everybody? Or are we going to ignore specific emails because maybe we do not want it to interact with our distributors, our providers? And then so once we have decided all of this, we're going to go and we're going to deploy it. So we're going to go here into deployment. And as you can see, when we go here into channels, we can deploy the agent and we're going to get 28 days of free access to HubSpot Customer Agent. So here, the moment I click deploy agent, it's going to ask me to connect it to a channel. And once I connect it to a channel, it's going to already work. So whoever communicates, let's say through that chat, through that email, or through that WhatsApp is going to already be interacting with this AI agent for free. It's going to be available for 28 days. So if you have never tried it and you believe maybe your support team is stressing because they are receiving too much volume that perhaps could be automatically solved, then I recommend you this solution. Or let's say your support team is not available 24/7 because we're human. We need to sleep and you work with multiple markets. Customer Agent is also a great recommendation for yourself. Or perhaps you just want your support team to dedicate more time to those conversations that involve human relationship, that involve kind of an educational interaction, some consultancy, and you want Customer Agent to kind of take off those easy queries, those kind of time-consuming questions from your team. Then Customer Agent, again, is a great recommendation for yourself. Just to let you know that, for example, in HubSpot, we use it. And great part of our support volume is being handled by the support agent, which is allowing our team to focus on those meaningful interactions that really add value to our customer relationship. So if you haven't tried it, I encourage you to try it because you can set it up as simple as this 7-minute video that I'm recording. You can start testing it. And of course, once you have deployed it, you will always have the ability to test it directly from here. You will have the ability to fine tune it, to, for example, understand when I don't want the agent to communicate and I want a human to lead the conversation. So there's multiple actions that you can go one step further, but kind of as a V1 and MVP to launch the agent and test it, this is a great video to start doing it.